Oh, bucks. Oh, speaking of which, man, I don't know who been running my shit up, man, but man, like my numbers jumped stupid last night, bro. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna say last night, but when I went to go check my shit, like, I seen a great increase on my numbers. Like, that can't be right. It's right. Let's fucking go. No, they not. Nah. Every time. Nah.
Yeah.
Watch. This is 710 oil that got that kick like
Real
recoil.
11 and
Milk and
Gobble
pop like the
Donate.
boil. And who I be. And advise you niggas not to fuck with me. Up on these evil guys. Matter of fact, these snakes spot them from a mile away. That ain't your man. They making plans. They want your grams, understand, and a couple of grand. Peak game. Y'all tripping like goof do. This shit's a rerun. Matter of fact, they got it on Hulu. This shit's a rerun. Matter of fact, they got it on Hulu. Man, that should have been a Vine boom right there. You know, motherfucking your man Kendrick came with the nigga bomb. That shit real. Peak game. This shit's a rerun. Matter of fact, they got it on Hulu. Like I'm working voodoo. They hear it in me, but don't know what to do. For those that don't know, the original, when I very first made this jump, I had named this jump Go Reeler. Way before a Glorilla, way before a 100-man versus Gorilla, this jump was called Go Reeler. Like Go Reeler then, you know what I'm saying, but Gorilla. I spelled it Gorilla, but it was Go Reeler. That way, Slim. Hey, the numbers is going fucking up. And they still going up. I don't know, we hit a little dry spot for a second, but it seems like the numbers going right back up. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all that's keeping this motherfucker rocking, Slim. You know what I'm saying? White, I see you. I see you, White. Let's keep it going. You gotta give him the Umar stir. You stay. Who know what I mean when I say you gotta peep that these niggas weak. Hissing and dissing because these snakes is fake. God damn, bro. You talk about Aeon. Peep when people talk to you, what they're saying and how they're saying. Is there sincerity? Is there humbleness? Is there, you know what I'm saying? Is there solidarity? Is there, you know what I'm saying, what is in the tone of what's being said? These things, context clues, let you know who the fuck you be dealing with, Slum. Peep game. That bar is so simple, but it goes over everybody's head. I was like, people been trying to hate, but the whole time looking late. Like, cause many motherfuckers like what y'all thinking is new. When y'all trying this shit, so many motherfuckers done tried it, and yet we still standing. That's why we built the way we are. Everybody ain't built like this. Everybody ain't built for this. Real shit, son. Real shit. Let them eat their humble pie. Wanna cut them like a loss. Hey, you in fucked up predicaments. You can tell them you love them. But Slim isn't listening. Their intentions is to milk you drain. You keep complaining. And you ain't even peep game. I've been shocked to this. It happens all the time. And if you're big enough, then they just might drop a dime. You know why? Nah. Nah. Yup. Every time. Real shit. Real shit. Real shit. Man. I don't even think that was me, Slim. Hey, White, you know, man, like, sometimes when we hear shit and we reflect like, damn, where did this come from? Sometimes it don't be us writing, Slim. The ether is real, bruh. You don't think that certain people be guided to certain places at certain times? Like, if we don't think that, okay, what led us to be in the realm where we be? What leads us to the circles we go to? We think that shit is coincidental? We think that, all right, certain people gravitate to us and repel away from us for certain reasons. Certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to us to figure out what those reasons are. Now, I can break it down and I can give you a general basket full of reasons why somebody might be present in your life or absent in your life. I can give you a couple of examples, but I don't think the world ready for them. So, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even going, I ain't gonna burn y'all out, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you get it? You was the one that wanted it. There's another funnel bag right here. Let's go. Top of the morning, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Let's Chat About It and the GameChat PodCast, which is now the Pwn way, Slim. Gotta be the Pwn way. Because if it ain't the Pwn way, it's the wrong way. Straight up. That's what it is. If it ain't the Pwn way, it's the wrong way. What are you doing? I am your host, Big Pwn, P1, P-O-N-E, positive over negative energy, power over nearly everything, products on networks everywhere. We ain't on all of them, but we getting there. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of networks we ain't get to hit. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reasons that are holding us up. You know what I'm saying? Typical shit. Typical shit. It's ain't no different than the shit that we was going through then. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, that motherfucking guy right there, products on networks everywhere. Yeah, motherfucking yeah. Appreciate all the real ones in the building. Appreciate all the real ones in the building. Not the spies that despise, but the real ones in the building. Man, shout out to everybody that is everybody that don't switch up, that stay one way, Slim. Understand, everybody not going to get along with everybody. Everybody's not going to agree with everybody. But if you just switching up just to switch up, or because somebody's feeding you an energy that makes you switch up on somebody, then that's who you are, Slim. But if you stand where you stand, planted, rooted, grounded on what you stand, Hey, one thing about me though, Slum. If I fuck with you, it's not a motherfucker in this world that's going to change my opinion on how I fuck with you, but you. Straight up. That's how we going. On this manic Monday, Slum. We getting the motherfucking action in, Slum. That's what we doing. It seems that my bone has escaped me. No. Let me see. Once I locate it. Okay, I did locate it. Alright, I ain't worried about it. Just gonna do what I gotta do, right? That's what we do, right? I forgot I took out a couple of little wax stabs right here. Motherfuckers right here. Man. I'm about to get this motherfucking wax up. Matter of fact, while we doing that, hey, we ain't getting on my time in this morning. Let's get some my time in this morning.
Out here, we play different. We don't play games.
Yeah, this intro was so well worded, bro. This is how I be with my music. I like music that represents more than me. It represents a vibe, Slum. Where somebody else can play this song and jam to it like they made it their soul, Slum. That's the type of music we make. Hard work mixed with dedication. Nigga, I'm gonna make this shot. So keep on with that rambling. Been doing me since P1. You turning up in that graveyard. Let's go. Yeah. I'm fucking with it, Slum. Fucking with it. Let's keep the motherfucking shit jamming, Slum. Now, one thing I noticed about me, and with this broadcast, like, since I decided to not give a fuck about what people think, what people say, and I decided to go hard with this shit, it's been a whole different vibe. It's been, alright, the passive route, it was a whole lot of people that were coming in on some just nosy shit. But then when I started, like, actually, like, start speaking from the nut slump, a whole lot of motherfuckers, like, they feel that fire. You know what I'm saying? They feed you to that fire and like, oh, floor is lava. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. It's not me. Everybody will be held accountable, Slum, accordingly. Slum. And what I mean by that is, nigga, this the black community, Slum. So, if you not up in your people, if you not here for building, if you know what I'm saying, on some other shit, other than, you know what I'm saying, like peace, prosperity, and solidarity, which at every 11/11, that's my every wish. On and off this motherfucking broadcast, no. Because I don't just want it for the broadcast. No, this is what I want in my life in all actuality. Peace, prosperity, and solidarity. Don't nobody want no bunch of fucking drama around them all the time. Motherfuckers just turning up when they decide to turn up, or, you know what I'm saying, talk out the side of their neck to you any kind of way when they feel like it. If y'all are tolerating that, then that's on y'all, son. Me, I will, not me. Not me. We can laugh, we can joke, we can do all that, bro. But if y'all are not demanding respect for yourself, then I don't know what you're doing. And never respect nothing that don't respect you. Just straight up. If you show me utter respect, there is no way I'm respecting you. I don't care. And I even teach my grandson this. See, you know what I'm saying? He's a little one. He's 11. I don't care if you're grown, bro. Like, at first I told him, respect your elders. But respect is a two-way street. Never respect somebody that don't respect you, son. That's the narrative now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. But that's the way shit goes. In real life, we gotta humble people, bro. Because people think that they are... Well, nah, fuck that. Let's stop sugarcoating shit. Motherfuckers be privileged, bro. And they think that the world is at their feet and the world's supposed to be handed to them. Y'all gotta understand, y'all gotta walk these motherfucking pavements of life. Y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying, take these steps through life just like the next motherfucker, son. That's why I love that bar when I said, can you walk a mile in the shoes of a nigga from Walker Mill? Is it worth the while? Fuck it. All a nigga know is that I'm worth a meal. Well, actually more than a meal. Priceless. Fucking priceless. Changing the way that I move, Slim. It's changing the way that I move. Changing the way that I respond and I react. Hey, if that's what you're on, then that's what we can be on. Anybody. It don't matter who they are. If you're a master, see, it's crazy because, like, at the end of the day, bro, like, us OGs, bro, we have dealt with, like, so many levels of manipulation that we have learned the game from just, you know what I'm saying, like, experience. Just learning how, you know what I'm saying, the shit we done dealt with, the L's. But I don't really look at them as L's. My L's are learns. They're not they're not losses. They're learns. Because every time I've been humbled, I look for the lesson in it, Slum. I look for the lesson in it. Every time. Every time life has humbled me, I look for the lesson in it. How can I change this? How can I, if it's a good lesson, how can I build? How can I extend? How can I keep it going? If it's a learning curve, if it's a situation where it shows me that, you know what, I got to improve or I got to regroup on this situation, then I look for the reasoning in it. You know what I'm saying? The context clues, bro. It's always context clues. And that's where motherfuckers be missing. You know what I'm saying? People be doing a whole lot of silly shit, right? Not realizing the level of how obvious this shit be. How, you know what I'm saying? Just like, us as people, bro, we gotta get our motherfucking weight up. We gotta get our, you know what I'm saying, mentally. We gotta get our mental weight up, bro. Because our minds ain't moving in the capacity we're supposed to. I was just having a conversation about Paid in Full, how most black people that watch Paid in Full looked at the back door situations and used that to sharpen their damn, there's so many ways I can put this, their low level vibration. Let me put it that way. So many people watch Paid in Full for the low level vibration. Look now, how many people are getting, how many actual people that grew up as friends, some of them weren't even friends, they were just people that grew up in the same neighborhoods and they were in the same proximities at the same age. You know, you thinking that's friends, but this your best option, that's all you got. But saying that to say, how many people grew up in the same circles where they are now getting backdoored, bro? Most of the time, it be the same people that be in your circle, Slum. And I'm going to tell you why and how, because most people don't let strangers get that close to them. Strangers ain't going to try a motherfucker like, you know what I'm saying, because you don't know what a stranger's not going to try another stranger because you don't know what that stranger is capable of. You feel me? You're going to hesitate a little bit. You're going to be more reluctant to try a stranger than somebody that you have been around because mentally you have studied them. You know what I'm saying? You know their strengths, you know their weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Who is going to play with you more than somebody that has been around you enough to know? Or, you know what I'm saying, to try it. Ain't no stranger just going up to you. Well, sometimes. Sometimes you do got wild ass motherfuckers that will just, you know what I'm saying, look at a nigga and feel they can try them. Some people get gassed up because they be around their entourage or whatever, but, you know what I'm saying, these are the scenarios that happen. These are the situations. And the best way to counter those situations is lock your circle and hold everybody accountable, good or bad. You ain't got to, now, I catch myself so many times where trying to take the adult approach make motherfuckers really try you. When you be like, you try to get an understanding. You know that a motherfucker just tried some fuck shit. But you're sparing them. You don't snap on them right away. You don't fuck them up. You come at them with an understanding mentality. Is this what we really doing? Hold up. You know what I'm saying? There will be some you will try to rectify the situation. Especially if it's somebody that you fuck with. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know where it's about to go. And like, this motherfucker don't really want me to take it there. So you will try to. It's 11:11. Let's make those wishes. Get those wishes in. Get those wishes in. Peace, prosperity, solidarity. That's it. That's it. Amongst our people, not just my immediate. Amongst my people, bro. Amongst black people, bro. I want black people moving more peaceful, more together. And I want black people to gain things together. Well, I want people to be more peaceful together. I want people to accomplish together. And I want motherfuckers to stand solid together. Real shit. It ain't gotta be my team. I would love to see anybody team do it. See black people win. It ain't gotta be me, Slum. I'm happy for us. Real shit. We gotta get out of those motherfucking crab in the pot ass mentalities. Burn one. Wait a minute. Look at this. Fuck you. Ain't no red fan anyway. Y'all want to talk about some soul food? Do y'all know what humble pie is? I'm not talking about, it ain't no real pie, at least not that I know. But the metaphor of humble pie. You ever taste it? Have we ever tasted it? Have you ever tasted humble pie? So many times where in life I thought I was doing something. You know what I'm saying? And whether it's trying to shit on somebody, not, you know what I'm saying, literally, but you know what I'm saying, just, and then life will knock you to your motherfucking knees and show you that that same, you know what I'm saying, like, we gotta be careful how we move, because karma's a motherfucker that, man, karma stay camo, bro. Karma stay camo. And that bitch coming like Jason, Slum. That bitch come like Jason. I'm telling you. So, that's why we gotta learn to move more respectful, Slum. How many people can actually say that their good karma is up? All the way up. All the way up. All the way up. We gotta work on it, Slum. We gotta work on it. Hey. Free that man Sean Combs, Slum. Yeah, I said it. Free that man Sean Combs. Because how many other motherfuckers are moving exactly like that? Exactly like that. How many motherfuckers that, if they were in his situation, would be moving way worse, bro? Way worse. Now, his real shit is because of the raunchy allegations. That's the real shit that, you know what I'm saying, separate him from the rest of these motherfuckers that are toxic and plaguing our community within the music industry, the movie industry, just fame. The people that we look up to, the people that we grew up as our influencers, the motherfuckers on the big screens, the ones that we spend our money on their material, the ones that influence us to want to be actors, musicians, artists, and shit like that. Real shit. I don't give a fuck if motherfuckers tune out because I said free pupper. At the end of the day, Slim, think about your Harvey Weinsteins. Are we blowing up his shit? Why is it a fucking media spectacle at the courthouses right now? Think about Harvey Weinstein. Why we still haven't got no names on that Epstein list? We ain't got a fraction of the list, bro. Because those are the real elite motherfuckers that's doing this shit. Somebody turned Diddy out, Slim. Nobody's looking at that. Who parties was Diddy going to or heard about before he started these parties, bro? You think he was the one that just orchestrated this shit? This shit, we been hearing about this shit going on in Hollywood, bro. Cat Williams told us on his first special that when he went to one of them Hollywood mansion parties, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy didn't get invited to one of those parties, bro. Some niggas, their want to make it is a little bit different than other motherfuckers. Why am I right here and not? Come on, bro. Some motherfuckers will sell their soul for the price of success. But guess what? When they do, whatever you done to gain that success, it's still living with you. It's living in your head. Oh, it's living in your head. All those things that, you know what I'm saying, all those ungodly things that, yeah, motherfuckers is doing, you doing it. Now, think about this. If, and I'm hypothetical because, we don't talk about, and we don't play with our black community, but I'm going to give an example. Jonathan Majors. Bro. Now, I'm not, when you got your fame, your stardom, and all that, right? Look at the circles you wear. Look at the circles you wear. I'm just going to scratch my chin for a second. But look at the circles you wear. Now, let's go there. When, all right, and I be hating to say shit like this, and I hate to sound racist, bro, but some shit just had to be talked about. Hold up, I'm going to leave it just like this. Now, I look at shit like this, all right. Adam Sandler, he has all his people in his movies. but he got to that stardom. Jonathan Majors, you didn't have the money where you can finance your own movies. I don't think so. Maybe you did from Creed. Maybe you was locked in and your obligations of the Disney shit didn't allow you to do that. But certain people, when they got the right money, they start like making their own movies, following the path of Eddie Murphy. Slim, when Eddie Murphy did his first 2 movies, bro, they gave that nigga a lot. They gave him the studio lot. They didn't give it to him, but they said, look, we gonna give you this bread, bro. We want you to make 10 movies, bro. Make 10 movies. Here's the bread. Here's your, you know what I'm saying, for your budget, your cast, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you gonna turn a profit. I don't know if they gave him like points or if he owned anything on it or whatever. But did you see the cast that Eddie Murphy put together on his movies? Think about his early movies, bro, when he had control of his studio lots. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Eddie Murphy stayed successful for so long, bro. Did he have his scandals? They tried him too. In the 90s, I remember they were saying something about him moving with a transvestite or something, but you know what I'm saying? Like, even if he did, Slim, that's that man business, bro, and we're not outing him of our community just because y'all want to try to throw this, you know what I'm saying, out there like that. Because it's a lot of y'all, we don't, you know what I'm saying, we don't cash out when y'all do shit. Did we cash out Bill Clinton when he did shit? Motherfuckers talked about it, had good laughs and shit, but no. We are the people of solidarity, bro. But we just don't know how to use it. We are so fucked up, bro. Our programming is broke, bro. Our programming is broke. Man, don't respect. Man, Slim, this world is crashing, bro. I ain't even gonna say our world is crashing. I ain't gonna say this world is crashing. Our world is crashing. And we don't even see it. Certain motherfuckers got their shit all the way together, while we continue to lack. We have a lackluster, like we just love to, oh my God, bro. Man. Like, really, when I think about this, I think about, like, hip-hop, media entertainment, the black media entertainment. It feels like it's one of my homies, somebody I grew up with, somebody in my circle that's always been right there with me. And then my, you know, like, I can always have these conversations with hip-hop, with, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to say hip-hop. Most people say, you know what I'm saying, that rap shit. But the reason I say rap shit, because when you say rap, now the YNs done turned it into drill. All rap is basically drill. There is no more hip-hop. So that's why I say hip-hop, because it needs to come back. There is no rhythm and poetry in rap no more, bro. That shit is like gone. I can't say it's gone. You know, there's very few with it. But are we really with it? But like I said, man, I really feel like hip-hop was a homie that grew up with me, and it decided to...
Urgent update.
Hold up. Yeah, like I was saying, hip-hop feel like a homie that grew up with me, right? That one homie, and nigga, you wanted to step outside the circle to go do some wild, weird shit. You know how, like, that one homie that step off, and when he, like, bruh, you know that's not a good move when he's stepping off, like how he's stepping off, but you gotta let him, you know, men gotta let men be men at the end of the day. And it's like, I feel like hip-hop was Ricky, bro. Hip-hop was Ricky in Boys in the Hood. The rap game, the entertainment acting game, the visuals, like all that shit, it was Ricky. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Doughboy. That's saying. That's saying, Slum. Yeah. That's what the game done came to, in my eyes. So, what I'm trying to do is like restore this shit, Slum. Let's give them a feeling of 90s rap. Like when we rap now, bro, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best to not sound nothing like this new generation, this new age of rap. Because this new age of rap is skinny jeans. This shit not in for long, bro. This shit not in for long. When y'all really see how uncomfortable this game is right now, this skinny jeans rap. Drill rap is skinny jeans rap. Kendrick, I like the way you changed the game, like, you know what I'm saying, staying in your lane, not the rap game. But I ain't even gonna lie, Kendrick, I fuck with you, but overall, like your jeans that you got in that video, bro, that's that one table in the lunchroom in the back, bro, like with the emo and goth kids, like the weird kids wore those motherfucking those super boot cut jeans, bro. I'm like, I don't understand that. Nigga, if that's what you bringing back, I say let's bring back, nigga, jean shorts with y'all youngest called jorts now. The joints that's like this color right here. These joints, right? Guess jeans, the light blue, the motherfucking drop socks, Reebok Classics with the white tees. Let's go. That fucking Slum. The right after the medallions. Right after that Tupac and the Naughty by Nature, the long hat that looks something like a sock. The right after that. When we was like, everybody was awesome. It was a clean vibe, Slum. It was a clean ass vibe, Slum. It was the generation right around the U's, Major Damage, Earl, you know what I'm saying? Like when motherfuckers was wearing the cross colors of Major Damage, you know what I'm saying? With I don't want to use niggas jokes and shit, but where they had patches of different like suede and they like formed, you know what I'm saying, like shapes. But fuck it, somebody on Def Jam was like, niggas look like walking stained glass windows. I ain't want to use that, but that was the most accurate, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't think of nothing else that would describe, you know what I'm saying, that look. But you know what I'm saying, it definitely looked like a stained glass window.
Yo, what's good?
What's good? What's good? What's happening? Who this? Who this? Appreciate you showing up. Show that love. Show that love. Run them likes up. Make sure you check out that Pwnway track, son. But yeah, that era. Let's get back to a clean ass era where we was together, bro. We was together, or we just wasn't fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck with them niggas over there. And that was respect. There was an understanding, and there was a, you know what I'm saying, respect thing. You ain't got to beef with somebody not to fuck with them. You just, oh, they moving different. You know what I'm saying? Like, basketball players and football players didn't necessarily fuck with each other. Some people could play both sports. Some people was locked in on this. Some people was locked in on that. And, you know what I'm saying, their circles were different. You had some people that were mutual because some people are natural athletic and they are, you know what I'm saying, they like sports. So you could have certain people that could, you know what I'm saying, be in both circles. But then you had people that respectively, I respect your circle, but your circle was not my circle. And that's where we need to get back. We need to get back to it. We need to get back to a tribe basis. If somebody is moving different than us, okay, no problem, cool. I ain't got no problem with you moving different.
Just, how you know what I'm saying? Feel about GTA 6 getting delayed for another year?
Okay, that's a great question. That's a great fucking question. How do I feel about GTA? Hold up. Headphones on, so you know what I'm saying, everybody couldn't hear the question. How do I feel about GTA getting delayed for another year? Now, me personally, I think that if that's what's needed, then, you know what I'm saying, work out the bugs. I wouldn't push it back for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? I do what I need to do or do what I gotta do to make the game the best that it could be. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put it out with bugs and fixes where the game got to go down, the servers got to go down because you got to fix the game and shit like that. Do all the test runs you need to do. Rockstar, you know that's one of the most prolific games that hit since CD consoles. Grand Theft, I ain't even gonna lie. I remember back in the day going over my man Asa's house and playing the overhead view where you gotta look down and everybody like little as shit and you know what I'm saying, the little bubbles popped up like comics and shit. So I've been playing since like Grand Theft 2. Like, but yeah, I know the world is anticipating that jump. Like that new boxing game, that jump was kinda alright, but it didn't meet what everybody was looking for. Everybody was looking for that knockout kings. They wasn't looking for that fight night. They was looking for that original knockout kings, like the response. But then when we look at it, like these games that we playing online, like the biggest thing is matching the speed and the process of different, like say like you might be running a high pro motherfucking PC that you built, and you know what I'm saying. You might have like the fastest and highest outputs there are, specs and shit like that. Like I might be running on the system that least supported. You know what I'm saying? They got the least support. Like let's say if the game is out on, it ain't even out on P4, but let's say it's out on P4 or that other Xbox or something. Like the lowest form you can get that jump on. Everybody's still, just because your shit running on a faster or fast processor don't mean that you should have an advantage over the next player. Everybody's shit should hit on the same level. And I don't know. At the end of the day, this shit turning into a money grab. It's turning into a money thing. Like I noticed that games aren't games no more the way they used to be. Now, at first, buy a game. You know what I'm saying? If it's anything hidden or extra, nigga, it's a code on that jump. Then you know what I'm saying? Then came these motherfucking DLCs. This downloadable content where you can pay for extra parts. So they start selling us half-ass games, right? And if you want the complete game, nigga, I'm gonna sell it to you over time. That's the new notion. That's the move. And none of us even peeping. Because each generation is coming in and it's something new. So by the time like my son, my grandson get around to the game, you know what I'm saying? This is the norm. This is the normality. What the fuck are we doing? We used to get a complete game. You know what I'm saying? If there's anything extra, like some shit was unlockable, but you ain't had to pay for that shit. Now you got shit where you got youngins like 8 years old burning up they parents' credit cards for these motherfucking glitter skins and these motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, for the glitter, glitz, and glam and shit. They don't know no better. They kids, you know what I'm saying, their attention is on bright colors and shiny moving things, bro. So when you put that together with the knowledge, come on, bro. There need to be some type of regulation with that. There need to be some type of regulation with that. Somebody needs to regulate, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, nigga, they talking about like Grand Theft might be like $100 game. You know what I'm saying? Then imagine the shit that you're gonna have to buy. Because last time, you know what I'm saying, you had to buy your Grand Theft bucks. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So if niggas up and they got it, you know what I'm saying? They can just buy their way to the top. It's the game not even skill based then. Because by the time the people that are good, by the time the people that are good grind their way to the top, a motherfucker that got the money already done cheated his way to the top. He bought his way to the top. But that's what, man, they showing us life, bro. I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? They think about how they say the jail, what is it, the school prison the pipeline, the school, you know what I'm saying, the jail prison pipeline or whatever. Slum. All this shit is showing us that we are in a big ass mall, bro. From the time we wake up, bro. That alarm clock that's on our phone costs us money. And we gotta buy that phone. Everything from the time we wake up. No, from the time we are pushed out the womb. No, no, no. Before that. From the moment of conception, bro. We on the clock. Shit start costing. Women gonna need their motherfucking doctor visits, their motherfucking prenatal vitamins, You know what I'm saying? All that shit. And that shit goes back even further because that's the what came first, the chicken or the egg. Long as there was money around, bruh, and a motherfucker said, you know what, I can charge them for this. The Native Americans, the indigenous people looked at it like, man, that shit not gonna work. If y'all want to play these paper games, okay, cool. Nigga, we've been here a long time. We gonna outlast it, but we didn't know the value and the power of money, son. That notion, when they put that notion that this piece of paper, that piece of paper right there, that you know what I'm saying, that says it's a Federal Reserve note at the top. A note. You know what a note is? Like an IOU? That's what that is, bro. And that IOU got so much motherfucking power, son. It's not even backed by nothing. How many of us actually own any US notes that are backed by the gold standard, backed by the silver certificate, where we can actually take these to a certain type bank or treasury and receive uh resource for it? Resource, not the things that they deem are credible for this IOU note. Because the whole time, like what they're doing is they're giving us these IOU notes and taking it out of what, you know what I'm saying? Because we always wondered, like, damn, why isn't the dollar backed on anything? Why isn't it backed on anything? It definitely is. It's backed on us. That social security card and those birth certificates, we are the currency, son. We are the currency. Rich as a motherfucker and don't even know it. Treating us like we shit, like we are beneath. Don't even know it. It's motherfuckers out here that's showing people how to access it. But y'all know how it is. They gonna give a nigga to run around. As long as you are less educated than them on these scenarios, these situations, these topics, then they will always treat you as if you don't know and I know. You don't know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know the answers. You don't. And that's how they're gonna treat us, bro. So we gotta search for the answers. Research. And research your research. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'll ship you. Yeah, man. Just reading something real quick. Man. It's Monday, man. This Monday. All right, I know I'm pretty sure y'all know like that man trial going on and that man is actually out there, you know what I'm saying, fighting for his life and freedom. So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we know that, you know what I'm saying, this is technically like uh what they call it? How they call it? Pseudo science. This is pseudo slavery. This is passive, disguised, you know what I'm saying, like kidnapping and slavery. Um, bro, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, man with power that they give certain power is gonna flex. But I notice in every generation, they let certain people get away with certain out of control. This is what's going to happen to you. If you try to get too big, this is what's going to happen to you. All of this is just messages. All of this ain't nothing but messages. So we gotta be the ones that sharp enough to see the message. We gotta be the ones hip enough, you know what I'm saying, to focus on what's really going on. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. All right, well, yeah, from here. Oh shit. Hey, Pope. They saying it's the first black pope. I'm like, man, that man ain't black, son. That man ain't black. It's crazy how they want to claim our shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like covertly. You see what I'm saying? How they covertly want to claim our shit. Like they know. At the end of the day, like y'all not totally melanin washed because therefore, like, you know what I'm saying, melanin wouldn't exist, and I mean, people wouldn't exist without melanin. You know what I'm saying? Without some form of carbon. And I'm not okay. When I say they, get it right. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, talking about every white person. And I want to just make this clear because you know what I'm saying. I deal with all kinds of people on the regular. You know what I'm saying? But what I am talking about, those that hold the power, the true ones that are racist. Like, you know what I'm saying? People can be prejudiced. Hell, I can be prejudiced. Any color person can be prejudiced. You know what I'm saying? Any person on this earth can be prejudiced. But for you to hold me back, you got to be a business owner. You got to be a vice president. You got to be a hiring supervisor manager. Those are the people that can be racist. The people that can be you got to be a landlord. You got to be a leasee. I mean a leaser. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the type of people that actually know I'm not fucking with you. No, I can. You got to be those type of people that actually have control over people everyday life in order to be truly racist. Now we can say some racist things, but that doesn't mean that nobody controls. Racism is the okay, when we look it up by definition, what it defines, it's, you know what I'm saying, a group of people that can control the narrative and the situational circumstances of another group of people. There is no there is no group of people that we can keep out of anywhere, out of anything. You know what I'm saying? Only our individual homes. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a network, a market where we say who comes in and who comes out. That's why this president got rid of the DEI. That's why he got, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't want diverse ethnicities, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, integrating for real. Black Pope. Man, is he claiming black? That's crazy because we be saying the shit that be going on those Vatican levels, bro. I ain't talking about the little perverted shit and you know what I'm saying, the wrong ass shit they be doing to the kids. I'm talking about how motherfuckers like be, hey, what's going on, Brody? Real one, build down, real one in the motherfucking build down. Let's go. Yeah, man. I'm talking about like that shit that we don't see, Slum. Why certain niggas be like running for the Pope or they next up, but they quit like, oh nah, shit, I ain't serving. You know what I'm saying? Certain motherfuckers like don't even want to take the job. Motherfuckers be dying before, you know what I'm saying? They be next up, but they die before. Shit like that, man. It's a lot of shit that be going on behind closed doors, like that the average public will never be aware to. Nigga, we can only scratch the surfaces of these secrets because, nigga, there has been empires, there have been countries, there have been dynasties built on these motherfucking secrets, huh? And everybody be like, most of this shit be most of this shit be conspiracies and shit like that. What they do is they throw conspiracies in the mix that they create. So when we bring up that, you know what I'm saying, these things be relevant and you know what I'm saying, they're hidden facts, they'll be like, all right, what about this? Nigga, y'all created it and y'all know that's a conspiracy. So y'all put it right there in the y'all throw some a pile of shit on the top of the shit y'all trying to cover up. And that's why those situations be like that. But I mean shit. Range, what's good, Range? Shit, I'm trying. Yeah, man, let's get some games, huh? Hey, yeah. My M4 Warzone Gold. My AK, Warzone Gold. My motherfucking Kilo 141, Warzone Gold, son. I got the gold Tiger Stripes on 3 of them jumps. I'm about to get that grow together. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We jamming over you know what I'm saying? Game chat side, we jamming too. We jamming. Y'all make sure y'all jump in. We about to get it in. It's my mic on. I ain't seeing a motherfucking oh, you know what? It said I'm in a party. Sheesh. All right, got a lot of shit going on at one time. All right. I thought I left this party last night. These damn, I had the party up all night. Okay, there we go. My bad, Range. I didn't even know I was in a party, man. I left that bitch up all night. Hell yeah. Yeah, my man said even O Block know now. Yes, huh? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, what I was saying about that paid in full, like getting back to what we were saying earlier. Most people in our generation took the movie Paid in Full not as to look at the lessons of it, like where they fucked up, where they could have been. You know, y'all could, oh my God, bro, y'all could have really ran this underground shit on a level, like on some snowfall shit. But that backdoor shit, son, that conniving, that envy, that, you know what I'm saying? And that shit made us focus and want to move like that. Like our people start moving more like, you know what I'm saying? We start taking the snake ways out of that movie and applying it to our everyday. I'm like, yeah. Like at first we used to do little shit like playing, you know what I'm saying? Like we used to say certain little shit that, you know what I'm saying? And it was cool because we remember certain parts like, oh yeah, I do remember that part. That part was mean, or like we'd just bust out laughing off that shit or something. But did we take the valid lessons? I ain't gonna say the valuable. Did we take the valid lessons? You know what I'm saying? The actual lessons that we as a people should have stood on verbatim. Like, you know what I'm saying? We should have like, you know what? Man, if these niggas would have got their shit together like this, nigga, we can do this shit, bro. Nigga, we can do this shit. That shit showed that this shit can go down, but nigga, we gotta take a oath. We gotta take a pat. Like, nigga, we know that at the end of the day, nobody's gonna agree on everything. But don't get mad at the point where, you know what I'm saying, you wanna do something to your people. Or you even wanna see them, or like, now, you know what? Like, we want to end this business. Man, if you see the end of the light, if you see the tunnel at the end of the light, bro, everybody can retire quickly, like the mafia did it, like the mob did it. Like that wasn't what we was on. That wasn't what they was on, and that's what I really think. That was the lesson of that movie, or the purpose of that movie, to really get us to see the dark side of friendships and subliminally apply that pressure to our same community. I'm just saying, the black community applied that same pressure to our community. Mitch, where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? Fuck it. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Let's look at. I think Thicker Than Water was underrated. The Mac 10 Fat Joe jump. It was, man, man, man. Oh no, it's so many. All right. The first thing, bro, you don't let nobody get in your ear and get you to separate from your people, bro. You know what I'm saying? If anybody, you and your men should be able nobody but you and your men should be able to talk about you and your men or what the problem is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And don't talk about it like it's a problem. Talk about it like, what are we going to do about this? How are we going to build from this situation? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a kink in the chain real quick. We just got to, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, we got to get some WD-40 on this motherfucking kink so we can keep this chain moving. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying? Take that link out. Come on, bro. Metaphorically, that's what I'm saying. Like, when the little Migo nigga, the fuck is cuz name? The dry cleaning situation, the dry cleaning incident when, you know what I'm saying? All right. Now, me and my men are me and my men. Ain't no I understand, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes in life it's gonna be people that's gonna be like, you dealing with me and only me. Think about that. I understand like people are nervous about their who they deal with. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be able to keep tabs on everybody I deal with if I'm moving like this because I need to be able to tie up any loose ends. Granted, I understand that. But I don't want nobody, all right, if I'm new to this game and I'm green to this game, I know my I know my real people got my back. You know what I'm saying? My real man. But then, you know what I'm saying? You never know because a nigga might have wanted, okay, let's say if, let's say I'm a nigga that's bringing in like 10 bricks, right? And you know what I'm saying? Like you and three of your men, you know what I'm saying? Like we we link up on business, you know what I'm saying? Like humbly, right? And I tell you, like, Slim, I'm dealing with you and only you. And if you be like, all due respect, you know what I'm saying? It's us three or nothing. And you know what I'm saying? If there's any problem with any one of us, you know what I'm saying? There's, like, treat me. We don't have that. We don't have that solidarity no
Yeah. Real 11 in da build Donnie. Yo, what's good? How you feel about GTA 6 getting delayed for another year?
more. Hey, 11E, what's going on? What's up, 11E? Real 1E1, real 1E1, real 1E1. What's up? What's happening? Right now, shit, we basically talking about how how did it come about when black people started to backdoor, infiltrate, snake and backstab each other. But you know what I'm saying? If we listen and look, it's been going on way before us. Because the OJs talk about it back in the day. The song Backstabbers for the Love of Money and shit like that. So it happened long before a Paid in Full. Paid in Full was it was a great visual example. But us as a black community, we took that and we looked at that's the best way to build if you want to set up, if you know what I'm saying, like it was kind of like a chess move. Like I'm gonna build my empire and I need a couple of motherfuckers to sacrifice. That's what that showed. That's what that really showed to me. And that right there is some of the lowest vile shit that, you know what I'm saying? I think that's worse than worse. You know what I'm saying? That's worse than the worst. Like if now I understand like if you are a wolf, if you are a if you got a lion instinct, if you got a tiger, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you gotta stalk your prey. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, yeah, I understand the law of the jungle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make that shit. Let me see. Mm, like a motherfucker. Like shit, yeah. Dakub was the first backdoor motherfucker, and yes, yes, yes. Like shit. Like shit. Long before there was a Willie Lynch brought a bag of differences to the slaves. When he, you know what I'm saying? Because Willie Lynch tried it, you know what I'm saying? Like separate the light skin from the dark skin. No. Who did that shit first? You right. Yakub, slump. When Yakub figured out genetics. Because eventually people were going to come of different color. But it was what was taught to those different people of different color. Because we didn't have those type problems on that level until he started teaching his tricknology, his 180-degree tricknology. Yeah, That is true like shit. But just like Yashmal Jacob, in the biblical text, you know what I'm saying? Yashmal would I mean Yakub would be Jacob. But Yashmal was never really mentioned. There was no Jamal unless yeah, there was a Jacob, but there was no Jamal in it. But basically Yashmal is the opposite of Yakub. He's the one that's going to bring the everything back to where it's supposed to be. And sometimes, like, I ain't even gonna lie, that might be the natural answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, the darkest of the dark need to be with the lightest of the bright, and so forth. Dark, 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 light, 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 balance. Next level, balance. All the way until we get back to where we, what I'm saying, need to be, where we used to be. We got to reverse the curse, huh? We got to basically look at how Yakub, what I'm saying, separated the eugenics, and then we got to combine them. You know what I'm saying? They said basically when he was a kid, he was studying, like, what I'm saying, the propulsion of turning magnets backwards. You know what I'm saying? How they propel against, what I'm saying, away from each other. Like when you put them against each other, they propel. But now we got to find these opposites to attract. You know what I'm saying? To put this shit back where it's supposed to be. But I think that's what, once we realize and we really wake up on that, like, what I'm saying, it's crazy because everybody is so judgmental when you see, like, what I'm saying, damn, should Dr. Umar be saying, what I'm saying, like, I think that basically we need to balance life. Just like really, like, what I'm saying, like looking at it. Some of these strong, strong, strong black families, we got to start opening to these poor white communities. You know what I'm saying? So when, what I'm saying, like, the hard conversations need to be had so the we can break the ice and then we can get to the next generation, the next level of conversation. Same as these, what I'm saying, like upper class, all right, upper class white people, I think that they should welcome more lower class black people into their families. Like, what I'm saying, we need a mix. You know what I'm saying? We definitely let me see who's the next like your who's like after, okay, the whitest of white. Maybe like the South Sudanians need to mix with like the whitest Russians, or, what I'm saying, Caucasoids they can. The people that's catching the direct melanin from the sun. Maybe the people that's lacking vitamin D need that into their, what I'm saying? So we can start creating these generations of. I think that once, if you have, okay, I see some of these situations where some of these, okay, this older, you know what I'm saying, from that generation, like the Happy Days and like the 50s and shit. I seen this lady, like, when she had her mixed race baby great grandson, like, she hated the baby father at first. But once that child was born, man, she was like, she was, and she was like, Man, I was so wrong all my life. I love that. She said, I love my mixed race grandson. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I could tell her sincerity. Like, where you're right. And I forgot all about that. See, man, that's why I love when my real ones be in the building, Slim, because they be on point and they keep us on point. No, that's some real shit. Yeah. Poland. Poland. And think about that. The Polish people, you know what I'm saying? They are offering. I think Sweden was on some shit like that too. It was it Sweden? It was somewhere up there. But yeah, they was on the same shit though. You know what I'm saying? They're offering, you know what I'm saying, like black men, you know what I'm saying, to procreate with their hey, white, you in the building? Yeah. They are offering black men to go procreate with their, you know what I'm saying, race. They offering money and land, son. Money and land. Now, what I'm saying is, I don't know what comes with that, but and then, ooh, bro, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, then you gotta worry about all right, like I'm just learning some shit with these passports and shit, right? Like, okay, say like, do you know if you buy land over there, right? And you now you know what I'm saying, you gotta pay your joint dual tax shit if you got land over there, right? You gotta, you know what I'm saying, pay America taxes. It's okay. Nah, the shit that really fucked me up, right? It was like if you move to one of those other countries, right? And you denounce your US citizenship, do you know for you gotta pay 20% for 10 years of what you was paying in taxes? You know what I'm saying? And then like basically you gotta buy your way out the country. So you gotta buy your way out the country. Like they is not playing so. These motherfuckers over here are not playing. They talking about just the land of the free. No, you gotta buy your way out of this country, bro. Straight up. Like if you wanna, you know what I'm saying, like surrender your, you know what I'm saying, your passport and you wanna get land in a whole nother country or something like that, right? Nigga, for the next 10 years you'll be paying 20% of. Oh yeah, and they'll send a motherfucking IRS over on that. They'll send, you know what I'm saying? They'll send the motherfuckers over there. And you know what I'm saying, come and kidnap you if you refuse. Like, man, shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy. These are like certain little shit that we don't read. Like, I'm just figuring this shit out when, you know what I'm saying? When I was applying for my shit, man, I was like, God damn, bro. Um, you know, because we all heard a lot of people like saying that they was like, oh, Trump get elected, you know what I'm saying? I'm moving out of the country, boom, 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 this, that, and the other. Um, when I heard it, I was like, damn, must be nice to even have that option. And just so happens that, you know what I'm saying, to have this experience to even go out of the country to see if it's even worth it is, you know what I'm saying, something that is very humbling for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I really haven't been charged up on my cast like I have because, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of shit I got in the back of my mind. And not to mention, like, ooh, getting on a fucking airplane, bro. Getting on an airplane, I ain't even going to lie. Like, some that people can say what they want, but it's an apprehension of mine. I just don't. Hey, motherfucking Prince had it. Motherfucking John Madden had it, bro. I don't trust nothing man-made, bro. In my opinion, everything that's man-made is subject to fail, bro. Anything that a man makes can break. Anything that a man makes can break. God is the reflection of perfection. He's the reflection of perfection. Not us. I mean, we are demigods. We can do shit that look great. That's damn near perfect. But if some of God's structures even broken, what makes us think that we can even achieve perfection? Now, there's a lot of things that God make that is perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the lion, the eagle, the elephant, there's you know, the shark, the you know, the crocodile. We got, you know what I'm saying, perfect, graceful, you know what I'm saying? We have things that are great and that are perfect. He made those, you know. But the thing is that we try to make is only a reflection of his image. That's why I said he's the reflection of perfection. He shows that we can create, but not to the level of perfection. I should be looking damn near flawless. Even if you make the most accurate shot, like right in the middle of the center of the court, it's not perfect because how many times did you miss or the rim? You know what I'm saying? To be perfect is perfect. Not perfect this time, but perfect. Yeah, man. Shit's already past noon, so we about to get up out of this bitch. We about to go ahead and bloom up out of here, man. You know, but yeah, man, that's a lot, for y'all to think about. Left a little bit for y'all to ponder on. We don't catch back up with y'all Wednesday like we do. 10:30 ish. A little bit late today. Had a little bit to take care of. Um, it's all good. We gonna go ahead and wrap it up right now. Catch up with y'all, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. All my real ones staying in the building. Y'all know what it is, man. Real love, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make this motherfucker boom, son. Y'all make this motherfucker boom. Um, yeah, we gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. It's Big Pone. I catch y'all Wednesday, Friday, 10:30 for the week, all right? Y'all be good.